Hi everybody. Today's YouTube episode is about the CAM model, the competitive advantage model that's established through the competitive advantage mindset. At Fostering a Dynamic Impact, we are business consultants. We teach organizations how to create a sustainable competitive advantage through human resource practices. What's that mean? That means that you're taking the most valuable component of your organization, its people, your human resource, and you're turning that resource into your competitive advantage. How do you do that? You develop, you train, you communicate, you become transparent, you allow your organization to become organic in a manner where knowledge, information, decisions, all being shared. Your hierarchy is flattened, so your organization's communication process are more efficient. They're not filled with bureaucratic loopholes and people that need to have information just because. Everything has a purpose inside your business. If you want to have a competitive advantage mindset that fosters this competitive advantage culture of sustainable success, then you're going to need to focus on your people. You're going to need to have decision-making processes that include your staff. You're going to need to have communication links that encourage people to want to share information they've gained. In an atmosphere where managers and leaders are having to relate and communicate and manage knowledge from multi-generational employees, it's key that there's a process in place that creates a sharing knowledge culture. You have to have an organization that is open to people coming to managers and saying, hey, listen, I was thinking that I might be able to do this, and that by doing this, it'll create a more efficient process. Not only does the employee now become part of the decision-making process that helps the organization achieve its goals more effectively, but it shows, because you were receptive to the employee who came in, to share their knowledge and to share something, a best practice, that you value them. That creates trust. Having that open door, having that trust demonstrates value. Where there's value, people want to be attracted. People are coming. That value attracts people, right? And if you're attracting people because of value, you're going to get the highest quality candidate possible, which is the other side of the competitive advantage mindset. Inside the CAM model, you start with your selection and recruitment process because you want to attract people that are open to sharing, that are open to making your organization better, that are open to training and development, because you can't have a competitive advantage based around people if your people don't have the capacity to learn and grow. They also need the desire and motivation to grow. But the desire and motivation to grow can often come from leadership. You have to create an atmosphere of learning that is fun and engaging, transparent and open, attainable. But that's for another discussion. Today's is about that sustainable competitive advantage called your people. You have to value them. You have to communicate to them. You have to treat them with dignity and respect. Side note, this competitive advantage approach, this CAM model, doesn't necessarily just have to be for your organization. You can apply the CAM model to your life, to the people around you. You want to incorporate the people that are around you, those that you value, those that are making your life better, into your decision-making process. Because you want the best decision-making process possible around you. And the best way to do that is to add the tools and resources that are going to do that are going to foster this culture of communication with staff and employees and managers and leadership, ownership in some organizations. Because you want people involved. You want people engaged. You want to make the human beings around you your human resource. Otherwise, you're just what I like to call a human doing. And if you're just going to go to work and do your job, then you need to figure out some purpose in your life. Because you can be more than that. And as an organization, you need to make sure your staff understand that they could be more than that. Because when you start to teach them and create an atmosphere and give them the tools and resources where they can be the best they can be, they're going to strive to make your organization better also. Increased performance means increased outcomes. Increased outcomes means that you're getting to your outcomes faster, more efficient, more effectively, less waste. And all of that comes through sharing knowledge. Not just the knowledge of, hey, I have an idea how to make the business better, but what about the employee in your company who isn't management, is sort of a line employee, but that's been there 15 years? You don't think that they know where inside the processes and policies that you put in place are inefficiencies, that are deficient? They do. Just like when you work in that position or a low-level position as an employee, you knew what the bosses didn't. You want to create a culture as a manager, as a leader, that's going to encourage your staff to share those things. You're going to reward them. You're going to recognize them. You're going to share the things that they do. And when they come to you with something stupid that's just not going to work, you have to go into coach mode and let them know that, hey, that's a good idea, but I'm not sure it's going to work. Because if they walk out of your office, out right after giving you a suggestion, and you demonstrate in any way that you don't value that, you've lost. You've broken the competitive advantage model in half. Because the key to it is valuing your employees, making them feel valued. When they feel valued, they're going to think about their job when they're at home. That's the best employee, right? Is the employee that's going to treat the company like it's theirs. You want to treat them like they have a stake. If you want to hear more about this topic, you can listen to the It's Nagelwish podcast. If you think that any of these topics or any of this discussion can apply to your business, reach out to me. The company is a change management company. We teach organizations how to sustain a competitive advantage through their staff. And the more effectively your staff can manage change, the more effectively your organization can manage change, the more sustainable they're going to be. And this is about creating an organization that is sustainable forever. You want an organization that exists long after you're gone. Something that you can leave the family. A legacy. And that's why having a purpose is so important. Because that purpose will drive you towards that legacy. With that said, please follow, share, and subscribe. I am sincerely grateful for you taking the time to watch my video. If you have any questions, concerns, please reach out. You know how. Have a great day. Stay grateful. Thank you.